Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The baseball world is buzzing right now with a rumor that feels almost too dramatic to be true. Yet sources close to the sport suggest that Julio Rodriguez, the young phenom who has been lighting up Seattle's lineup for years, is reportedly leaving the Mariners to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers. If this whispers turn into reality, it could be one of the most shocking moves of the decade, completely reshaping the dynamics of Major League Baseball. Fans in Seattle are reportedly in disbelief, flooding social media with mixed emotions ranging from outright despair to bitter resignation. Analysts have been quietly speculating for months about potential contract disputes and the future trajectory of Rodriguez's career, but nothing seemed concrete until now. The Dodgers, long known for their aggressive strategies in both trades and free agency, are rumored to have presented a package that was simply too enticing for Rodriguez to ignore, signaling their intent to not just acquire a superstar, but to potentially redefine the team's dominance in the National League. Meanwhile, insiders hint that internal tensions in Seattle may have accelerated this potential departure, suggesting a complex backdrop that goes beyond money and stats. If this move is confirmed, it won't just be a transaction. It will be a seismic event that could ripple through MLB for years. Whispers indicate that the negotiations between Rodriguez and the Dodgers were unusually fast, sparking curiosity and skepticism across the baseball community. Sources close to the situation claim that the discussions began quietly during the off-season, with confidential meetings that reportedly included front office executives, player representatives, and even Rodriguez himself weighing his options carefully. The speculation intensified when Rodriguez was absent from several public appearances in Seattle, and fans immediately started drawing connections between these absences and potential negotiations. While neither team has confirmed anything officially, the narrative gaining momentum points toward a blockbuster move that could alter not only the Mariners' strategy, but the competitive balance across the league. Experts are already analyzing how the Dodgers might integrate Rodriguez into their existing roster, and early projections suggest that his presence could drastically improve their offensive output. Meanwhile, social media platforms are exploding with hypothetical scenarios, memes, and fervent debates, as fans from both cities try to digest the possibility that one of MLB's brightest stars might be switching coasts. If this story continues to gain traction, we might be witnessing the beginning of a monumental chapter in baseball history, a story that feels almost too cinematic to be true. The financial implications of Rodriguez potentially signing with the Dodgers are reportedly staggering, with industry insiders hinting at a contract that could set new benchmarks for young talent in the sport. Speculation suggests that the package offered might include a mix of guaranteed salary, performance bonuses, and even long-term incentives designed to secure his loyalty and ensure his performance aligns with the Dodgers' championship aspirations. Analysts have been dissecting every possible angle, projecting how such an investment could pay off in terms of both team success and merchandising revenue. Meanwhile, fans in Seattle are expressing shock and frustration, with some questioning the organization's ability to retain top talent and others defending Rodriguez's potential choice, citing the Dodgers' historic success and competitive environment. Rumors suggest that internal discussions within the Mariners' front office may have been tense, perhaps even leading to disagreements over how to approach Rodriguez's contract extension. As the narrative unfolds, what started as speculative chatter is increasingly being treated as a serious storyline that could reshape expectations, fan allegiances, and the economic landscape of Major League Baseball, leaving everyone watching on edge as more details slowly emerge. Insiders hint that the Dodgers' interest in Rodriguez isn't just about his raw talent, which is already widely celebrated, but also about the potential marketing and branding opportunities that come with signing a player of his caliber. From a strategic standpoint, adding Rodriguez to the Dodgers roster could provide an immediate boost in fan engagement, ticket sales, and overall visibility, while simultaneously putting pressure on rival teams to respond in kind. Social media analysts are already noting that mentions of Rodriguez alongside the Dodgers hashtag have spiked dramatically, suggesting that the rumor alone is creating measurable impact, even before any official confirmation. Meanwhile, pundits are debating the broader implications for Seattle, speculating whether this potential loss could trigger a rebuild or lead to a more aggressive pursuit of other emerging talent. The narrative seems to be evolving by the hour, with each new whisper, leak, or analyst commentary adding layers of intrigue and drama. Fans and commentators alike are caught in a whirlwind of anticipation, desperately trying to decipher which pieces of the story are legitimate and which are just part of the buzz. If the Dodgers manage to finalize this deal, it will not only be a win on the field, but also a masterstroke in terms of sports business, branding, and long-term planning. Rumors suggest that Julio Rodriguez himself has been weighing this decision carefully, consulting with advisors, family, and mentors, balancing the emotional ties to Seattle against the professional allure of joining a franchise with a proven track record of championships. Reports claim that his social media activity has been subtly signaling a shift, with cryptic posts that fans are interpreting as farewell gestures, while others remain cautiously optimistic that he might stay. The debate among fans has grown intense, with online forums filled with heartfelt messages, arguments over loyalty, and predictions about where Rodriguez might land if not with the Dodgers. Industry insiders suggest that part of the allure for him is not just winning titles, but also the opportunity to learn from veteran Dodgers players, further refine his skills, and secure his long-term legacy. Meanwhile, Seattle's management reportedly faces the delicate task of addressing this growing narrative without creating panic among players or supporters. If the move comes to fruition, it might represent a defining moment in Rodriguez's career, an inflection point that could transform not only his personal trajectory, but also the fortunes of two of Major League Baseball's most visible franchises. Finally, the speculative energy surrounding Julio Rodriguez's potential Dodgers signing has taken on a life of its own, with sports talk shows, podcasts, and social media feeds amplifying every rumor, insider hint, and subtle gesture. Fans are dissecting every tweet, every interview, and even every public appearance, searching for clues about what might be next. Industry analysts are producing round-the-clock commentary, breaking down possible contract structures, team strategies, and playoff implications, while mainstream media outlets are cautiously weighing in without confirmation. The ripple effect is remarkable. Merchandise sales, ticket inquiries, and local media coverage are reportedly already influenced by the buzz alone. Seattle's fan base, meanwhile, is caught between hope and heartbreak as they cling to the possibility that Rodriguez might stay, even as every new whisper points elsewhere. The narrative is evolving rapidly, blending facts, speculation, and pure excitement, creating a story that feels larger than life. As the rumor mill continues to churn, the baseball community holds its collective breath, knowing that the next few weeks could bring one of the most stunning player movements in recent memory, forever changing the landscape of Major League Baseball and the legacies of everyone involved. Even as the rumor intensifies, sources close to the Dodgers suggest that their front office has been preparing for months to land a player like Julio Rodriguez, identifying him as a cornerstone for the franchise's future ambitions. From scouting reports to financial models, the team reportedly analyzed every possible scenario, preparing a compelling case that balances immediate performance with long-term sustainability. Insiders hint that negotiations were carefully orchestrated, involving back-channel discussions and subtle public messaging designed to keep Seattle guessing. Meanwhile, analysts are speculating about the timing of any potential announcement, considering how a mid-season or off-season reveal could affect team dynamics, fan engagement, and media coverage. Some whispers even suggest that internal Dodger strategies might include repositioning other players to maximize Rodriguez's impact, highlighting how transformative his addition could be. Social media sentiment analysis shows a significant spike in engagement, with posts about Rodriguez and the Dodgers trending across multiple platforms, underscoring how rumors alone can generate tangible buzz. Fans across the league are increasingly vocal, debating everything from Seattle's strategy to Rodriguez's personal motivations, while the media continues to dissect every subtle hint. The situation has evolved into a living, breathing story, fueled by speculation, insider chatter, and the collective imagination of the baseball world, making it one of the most compelling narratives to emerge in recent years. Speculation around Rodriguez's potential move has also highlighted broader questions about loyalty, market dynamics, and the pressures young athletes face in modern sports. Industry observers suggest that players of his caliber are constantly navigating complex decisions, balancing financial incentives, team culture, personal growth, and long-term career objectives. In Rodriguez's case, the Dodgers reportedly offer not just a chance at championships, but also a highly visible platform, advanced training resources, and a culture built on both excellence and opportunity. Seattle, by contrast, is portrayed as a city with deep emotional ties to its stars, but facing limitations in terms of market size, financial flexibility, and team-building resources. This narrative is feeding endless debates online, with fans arguing over whether loyalty should outweigh professional ambition and whether the Mariners could have done more to retain him. Meanwhile, insiders hint that the Dodgers' strategy may extend beyond the field, including branding, marketing, and community engagement efforts designed to amplify Rodriguez's influence both locally and nationally. The rumors are not just about a player moving. They are about the intersection of sport, business, culture, and identity, making every whisper a topic of passionate discussion and analysis among fans, commentators, and analysts alike. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Reports suggest that internal dynamics within Seattle may have played a significant role in accelerating Rodriguez's potential departure, with sources hinting at subtle tensions between management, coaching staff, and players. While nothing has been confirmed, speculation is rampant that contract negotiations, long-term planning, and differing visions for the team's future may have created an environment where leaving became an increasingly attractive option. The Dodgers, on the other hand, are rumored to have created a highly compelling narrative around opportunity, growth, and championship potential, making the decision even more complex for Rodriguez. Analysts are already debating how such a high-profile move could influence team morale, fan loyalty, and even other players' contract negotiations across the league. Social media reactions illustrate the emotional weight of the rumor, with dedicated fan accounts creating timelines, prediction threads, and heartfelt messages that range from anger to wistful nostalgia. While the situation remains speculative, the intensity of the coverage underscores how impactful a single rumor can be in modern sports. As discussions continue, the narrative is evolving into a multifaceted saga, blending elements of drama, strategy, business, and human emotion, all centered around the potential journey of one of baseball's brightest stars from Seattle to Los Angeles. The financial stakes involved in Rodriguez potentially joining the Dodgers are reportedly enormous, sparking discussions across the sports world about how young talent is valued in Major League Baseball. Sources suggest that the deal could include not only a massive signing bonus and guaranteed salary, but also incentives tied to performance, championships, and personal achievements, representing a level of investment rarely seen for a player of Rodriguez's age. Analysts are meticulously dissecting how this might affect the Dodgers' budget flexibility, roster composition, and long-term planning, while simultaneously speculating about the ripple effects across the league. Meanwhile, Seattle fans are reportedly grappling with the emotional and financial implications, wondering how losing a cornerstone talent might impact the franchise's competitive prospects and fan engagement. Industry insiders hint that the Mariners may have been constrained by market realities, limiting their ability to match the Dodgers' proposed offer and highlighting the stark differences between the two organizations. As the story continues to unfold, the combination of financial, strategic, and emotional factors makes this rumor feel larger than a typical player move. It is not simply about contracts or talent. It is about the intersection of business, loyalty, ambition, and the evolving landscape of modern professional sports, creating a narrative that captivates the imagination of fans, analysts, and commentators alike. The potential integration of Rodriguez into the Dodgers roster is already being analyzed in exhaustive detail by sports strategists who are exploring how his skill set could redefine the team's offensive and defensive strategies. Speculation suggests that coaches may consider repositioning players, adjusting batting orders, and even redefining defensive alignments to maximize the impact of adding such a dynamic talent. Analysts are considering scenarios where Rodriguez could influence not only on-field performance, but also mentoring opportunities for younger teammates, creating a ripple effect that extends well beyond statistics. Meanwhile, the conversation among fans is becoming increasingly intense, with hypothetical lineups, projected stats, and playoff scenarios dominating social media feeds. Insider whispers hint that the Dodgers see Rodriguez not just as a star player, but as a transformational figure whose presence could catalyze a new era of dominance for the franchise. Seattle, by contrast, may face a period of adjustment, potentially re-evaluating strategies, pursuing emerging talent, and navigating fan expectations. The rumor alone has already triggered discussions that extend across the league, influencing perceptions, narratives, and even media coverage. As every detail is dissected, the story continues to evolve, creating a living saga that blends speculation, strategy, and human emotion into a narrative that feels as dramatic as the game itself. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.